Hello friends, Smita here. Our today's topic is purchase order processing. Generally, when we purchase any big thing like TV in our regular life, general life, personal life, what we do, TV, washing machine, fridge, what we do, we visit different stores, check for the prices, the quality offered, the other marketing conditions and everything which we check, we compare the things and then finally we select the product and the supplier. Same thing we consider while purchasing the goods or stock from the suppliers, even in our business life. So generally, first we go for quotations. Quotations in the sense we ask different suppliers to provide their quotations with the rate they charge, the quality of the product, and other terms like delivery terms, payment terms, all these things are provided in the quotation. After checking and comparing different quotations, we select the supplier from whom we can select to purchase the goods. Now, to purchase the goods, what we have to do first, we have to provide purchase order to the supplier. After providing purchase order, the goods being supplied by the seller are received by us. This means we issue a goods receipt note. After that, if the goods that we receive are not of the proper quality, are not up to the mark, then we reject the goods. The goods, those actually received by us, we receive the invoice for this. If after invoice we rejects the goods, in that case, debit note is issued. And then lastly, we pay to the creditor. This is known as a purchase order processing. So this is the purchase cycle. As just now we have discussed, first quotation is issued, then accordingly purchase order is provided to the supplier. We receives the goods, receipt note is issued. If the goods are not up to the mark, if they are of inferior quality, the goods gets rejected, and it is no, then in that case rejection out is the document which is issued. Next, purchase invoice is issued for the goods actually purchased. If after invoice any goods stock rejected, debit note is issued. And lastly, we pay to the creditor. This is known as the purchase cycle or purchase order processing. Now, suppose, for example, we are we have decided to purchase these three products: 5 pieces of Galaxy M33 at the rate of so and so, 5 pieces of MI A3 at the rate of so and 8 pieces of LG 4K Ultra HD at the rate of so and so. And these products we will purchase and will store at MG Road location. Now, this is our company, Royal Garments Private Limited. We have already created the stock items like Galaxy F14, Galaxy M33, LG 4K Ultra HD. All these are the stock items we already created. We have already created them. Now, in today's session, what we will learn, we will place the purchase order for these three products. We will receive the goods. We will reject some goods. Then purchase invoice we will issue. We will enter in our ERP. After that, debit note will be issued for goods rejected after invoice, and then we will pay to the creditor. So the first step is purchase order. So what is purchase order? Purchase order is the document given to the supplier for selling or delivering the specified stock items at desired prices. So after collecting different quotations, after comparing them, we have decided to place purchase order to one of the supplier. So for that, we will fill up the document which is known as the purchase order. where we give we give specifications of what type of stock we need, what will be the payment terms, what will be the delivery terms, and everything will be given in that purchase order. So how to create purchase order? Go to gateway of tally. This is short form of gateway of tally. Vouchers. Now this is special type of voucher. For that we have to first type F10 and then you start typing purchase order, or control F9 is the shortcut key for purchase order. Even from go to button we can create purchase order. For this, Alt G to be pressed. Next, type select the create voucher and then type purchase order. So let's start. Gateway of tally. Vouchers. F10 for other vouchers. And if the purchase order is listed over here, select it. Otherwise, what you have to do in this top part, we have the space where we can type the type of document we want to create. So just we will type purchase order. See, purchase order is now available. Press enter. Now first time we are entering this voucher, so that's why it is asking to activate it or not. So yes, click on this yes. So this is the voucher of purchase order. It is asking for the date, party name from whom we will purchase ledger, that is purchase account. You have to give the purchase order number and the list of the things those we want to purchase from that supplier. So the order to be placed. So let's start one by one. This is the example. So 5 pieces of Galaxy M33 at the rate of so and so. So we will purchase the things. Suppose I am placing this order on 1st of June. Okay, the party name is Measures. We don't have this measure. We will create one new party. Measures Style Mobiles. Okay, this is our creditor. So creditor will be the group. Maintain bill by bill details. Yes, we need to create each and every bill and maintain the same. Baki, rest of the things will be as it is. Give the address of the supplier. So he is from Nasik, Maharashtra, and other details to be supplied. Enter. Now we have created one creditor. We have selected the same as a party account name. After pressing enter key, it shows another window where we need to input the data regarding order details and receipt details. So order details, in that order details, it is asking for mode or terms of payment. Suppose we have decided to pay through check, or it can be anything that we have decided, or through DD, or it can be 30 days after invoice, 30 days dues in after invoice date, 30 days after invoice. Terms of delivery, suppose we want it by road, or any type of terms that we have mentioned in our purchase order. So these are the different types of order details. Dispatch through which we want to be dispatched it, uh, cargo ship, cargo. Destination, we need it to MG Road location. Then carrier name, agent through which it gets dispatched, bill of lading or lorry receipt number, date, vehicle number. All these things are important from the point of view of the go down or factory purpose. So at present, the things that we have entered. Enter. Next, party details. Again, it shows the name of the supplier, mailing address, and state and country. Next, it asks for the order number. Suppose this is purchase order SM Style for Mobiles 01. This is purchase order number 1 from Style Mobiles. Now ledger. Here we will use purchase account. Now, which products we need to buy, for which 5 pieces of Galaxy M33. So Galaxy M33 due on which date? Same date it is due. Where we want? Location should be MG Road. Quantity, how much quantity we want? We need 5 quantity. Rate, it comes automatically, which was given at the time of stock creation, opening stock rate. But now we are purchasing for the same date, 19,499. Okay, no problem. Enter, 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 enter. Next item is 5 pieces of MI A3 18,000. MI A3, where we want it to be supplied to MG Road, 5 pieces at the rate of 18,000. Here we need to change the rate also. Next is 8 pieces of 4K Ultra 32,000. LG 4K Ultra. We want it to be delivered at MG Road location. 8 pieces 32,000. 8 pieces at the rate of, here again the price has been changed to 32,000. Enter, 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 and in the narration being purchase order placed. Enter. This is how purchase order voucher is entered. Okay. Now after placing the purchase order, our next step will be purchase order summary. Now we will need to check the purchase order summary. So for that, go to display more reports, statement of inventory, and here purchase order outstanding. So we need to check how many orders are outstanding till date. We can check them group wise, category wise, item wise. So we want to check it through group wise. So mobile phones, we have these two purchase order. These two items we have placed purchase order. It shows to whom we have placed the order number, and total pieces order for the same. Escape. Now again we are on the gateway of dialing. Next, after purchase orders, what happens? We receive the goods. Suppose we receive all the goods that we have ordered. In that case, we will issue a receipt note. It is a document which issued by the purchaser on receiving the goods as per the purchase order. This is our internal document, but it is very important to know the goods are received as per the purchase order. So how to pass that voucher? Go to gateway of tally, vouchers. As this is a special voucher, first go through F10, other vouchers, and then type receipt note. Just like purchase order, receipt note also needs to be activated for the first time. So suppose we are receiving all the goods those we have ordered. So go to voucher, F10, then type receipt note, and you will get that receipt note voucher, or Alt F9 can be pressed. For the first time we are doing it, we are passing this voucher for the first time. So activate now. Yes, press yes. Now when we have passed this purchase order. It was on 1st of June. So on the second day, we received all the goods. So I'm saying entering the date 2nd June. Reference number. You can give the reference number as challan number. The challan number, suppose this is challan number 10. Enter. Sorry. Once again, I will enter. To 2nd June. Challan number 2. Challan number 10. Enter. Of 2nd June. Party was Measure Style Mobiles. Now the second screen appears. Here you need to select the purchase order which we have placed. So purchase order to be selected. So accordingly, the all items will get listed automatically. And here are the terms those we have entered in purchase order. Just accept, or if you want to make changes or add something, you can. And then second screen, third screen will be party details. See, all the goods those we have ordered got reflected in the receipt note. Just press enter very slowly. Here tracking number will always be a challan number. Tracking number is the number that tracks all the purchase order till its invoices. So tracking number will always be a challan number. Never select this receipt 1 for as a tracking number. It should be always the reference number that we have provided. So it is challan number 10. It was against purchase order number so and so. Now we have received the goods at MG Road location. How many quantities we have received? If we have not received the total 5 quantities, actual quantities received should be entered over here. So we have received all the quantities. Next, for next item, it is again challan number 10. Just press enter slowly. Again for the third item, it is challan number 10, MG Road, 8 pieces at the rate of 32,000. And the narration will be being goods received. Next. Receipt note. After receipt note, we will check the reports once again. Go to display more reports. Even here we can check the stock summary. See the stock summary for Galaxy F14, sorry, M33. We have received the 5 pieces. In inward section, we can see the 5 pieces are inward added. If we press enter, it will show the purchase order which was executed. Escape. For more details, other reports, go to display more reports, statement of inventory. Now purchase order outstanding. Earlier we placed purchase order and checked whether there was any purchase order outstanding. It was there, but at present, as we have received all the goods, there is no purchase order outstanding for any of the items. So it is showing blank. Now the next one is purchase bill pending. As we have received the goods, the invoice for all these 3 products is pending. So purchase bill pending has the report. Next. Now rejection out. Suppose out of the stock that we have received, if we have rejected that LG product, 2 products we return due to inferior quality. So in that case, what we have to do, we have to pass the rejection out voucher. Rejection out is the document which is issued by the purchaser while returning the goods to the supplier. If the goods returned to the supplier before purchase invoice, as we have just received the goods and not the invoice, we will enter this rejection through rejection out voucher. And how to enter? Gateway of Tally vouchers F10, type rejection out, The shortcut key is Control F5. So let's start. Go to vouchers, press F10 from your keyboard. Now type rejection out. As we are rejecting the goods and it is going out of our factory, we will select rejection out. Activate for the first time, yes. Now again it is on 2nd June. Ledger, press spacebar for the list. Ledger account will be the supplier's name and address available over here. Now which product we have rejected? Suppose this 4G 4K LG 4K Ultra HD, which was against this challan number. Always select the challan number as a tracking number. We received those goods at MG location. Actually, we received 8 goods, but out of which we are now rejecting 2. So here I will press 2. So 2 pieces we are rejecting at the rate of 32,000. Enter. If there is any other item that we have rejected, you can enter. But at present, we have rejected only one item. So being goods rejected due to inferior quality. So this is how we can pass the rejection out voucher. After passing this voucher, again we will check the report. Go to display more reports, inventory reports, statement of inventory, purchase order outstanding. As we have rejected the goods, the purchase order for the TV is outstanding. 2 pieces are pending against that purchase order. Or we can check purchase bill pending. Yes, for this product particularly, especially this product, it is the goods order was of 8 quantity, received 8 quantity, and then we have rejected 2 pieces. So these 2 entries are also available if you press enter key. This is how we can check the reports. Next, after rejection out, we pass the purchase invoice. We receive the bill from the supplier for the goods actually supplied, and accordingly, based on that document, we pass the invoice. Purchase invoice. The bill received for the goods purchased is purchase invoice for the purchaser. And how to enter? Gateway of Tally, vouchers, F9. F9 is the shortcut key for purchase invoice. So go to vouchers, press F9 from your keyboard, and this is the purchase invoice. Purchase invoice was issued on 2nd June. So I will type 2nd June. Now invoice number which is available on that purchase bill. So it is a supplier's invoice number SM INB 100. Suppose it is the invoice from Style Mobiles or dated so and so. Party is Measure Style Mobiles. Here we have to select the challan number. Enter. Other things are as it is, or you can add the things as per requirement. Party details are available. If you want to change the same. Now the first product, Galaxy. Tracking number will always be a challan number. Order number is so and so at MG Road location. 5 pieces at the rate of so and so we have received. Enter. MI again the same. Just press enter very slowly after checking every details. Now this is very important. As we have ordered 8 goods, received 8 goods, and then we have rejected 2 goods. So it should be 6 goods to be available to be invoiced. So yes, it is 6. Enter. Enter. The second screen appears where we need to provide bill wise details for Measure Style Mobiles for this bill. So it is always a new reference, and it collects that reference from the supplier's invoice number that we have supplied at the starting of this invoice. Then due date, suppose the supplier given us 30 days as a due date. Total amount is 3,79,495, and narration is being invoice generated. Enter. Let's check the reports once again. Go to display more reports, statement of inventory, purchase order pending. Yes, I think one TV unit, two TV units were returned back. So two pieces are still pending to be supplied to us. Purchase bill pending? No. Now there is nothing pending over here. The goods, those we have received, we received the bill also, and we have entered the same. Next. Suppose if we return the goods after the invoice generated, in that case, what we do? It's a debit note that we need to issue. If any goods or stock is returned to the supplier after invoice, debit note is issued. The purchaser issues the debit note. The purchaser, the party that purchases the goods issues the debit note to the supplier mentioning so and so stock is rejected. It is a document giving detailed information about the stock that gets rejected and how to enter the same. Gateway of Tally voucher. Again, it is a special voucher. So through F10, you can check, enter the debit note. The shortcut key is Alt F5. Suppose after this invoice, we have returned the goods. Just a minute. First, I will open the debit note. F10. Here is the debit note. Alt F5. Enter. And on the same date, that is 2nd June, we are entering the details. Measures Style Mobiles. Now there are no tracking numbers available. Tracking number is available only if anything is pending, rather any invoice is pending. To debit note, never attach any tracking number. So not applicable will be there. Again, party details as it is, or you can alter the same. As this is the debit note, it's a purchase return. We will select this ledger purchase return. We will return this Galaxy M33 4 pieces. Those we have received by Measure Style Mobiles. So no tracking number, no order, nothing. We will return these goods from MG Road location. Four pieces will be returned. Enter. If there is any other stock that we are returning, list it out and then enter. Now the second screen will appear in the after total. Here we have to always select the against reference option, as this is a debit note against the purchase invoice that we have entered earlier. So always select against reference. Here the invoice will appear. Select that particular invoice, enter, and then being goods rejected will be the narration. Enter. So this is how debit note is issued to the party. Next is payment to the creditor. Before paying to the creditor, we will first check all these reports. Check stock summary, purchase order, whether it is pending, any invoice is pending or not, and then we will check for the creditor's outstanding amount. So let's start with stock summary report. Mobile phones, we have these 3 mobiles in our stock with their total 27 pieces. Suppose Galaxy M33. See, the opening stock was 8 pieces and we have purchased 5 pieces, out of which 4 were rejected and only one piece is in invert section. If I will press enter, we will come to know the history of this particular stock. So first, 2nd June, we have purchased 5 pieces and on 2nd June, we issued debit note of 4 pieces. So opening was 8 pieces, 5 pieces were added, 4 pieces were rejected. So at present, we have 9 pieces in stock. Same way, if we go for this TV LG product, enter, enter. The goods actually purchased were 6 pieces. If you want to check extra reports of stock, go to display more reports, statement of inventory, purchase order outstanding. Yes, there is a purchase order outstanding for mobile phones, sorry, TV. 2 pieces are still outstanding to be provided to us. Purchase bill pending, there is no purchase bill pending. So these are the reports, those we can check. Now the next part is payment to the creditor. How to pay to the creditor? Just payment entry will be there, but before that we need to check the outstanding or amount to be payable to the creditor. Let's go to display more reports, accounts book, ledger, and select the creditor, measures, style mobile. So the invoice was of 3,79,495 and then we created a debit note of 77,996. So the outstanding amount is 3,01,499. We will pay the whole amount. So how to pay the amount to the party? Go to vouchers, F5 payment voucher. On which date we are paying? Suppose we are paying on 1/7, 1st of July. To whom we are paying? Measures, Style Mobiles. See, here also we can check the amount which is outstanding. Well, if you want to check the ledger at the time of entering this voucher, we can utilize the Go To feature which is available in Tally Prime. Just click Go To, type ledger, voucher, select the ledger, enter, and here we can check the all the entries of that particular ledger and the closing balance. So without closing this voucher entry, we can check the reports through Go To button. So the outstanding is 3,01,499. Enter. It is asking against which bill we are paying. So it is a bill number so and so. Credit Axis Bank. As I don't have that much money, it is showing negative balance in red color. If I paid this through check number so and so, being paid to creditor. Enter, enter. This is how payment can be done to the creditor. Again, we will check the balance of our creditor. Go to display more reports, accounts book, ledger, measures, style mobiles, and this is the entry for only July month. If you want to change the period, what we will do? Press Alt F2 from your keyboard. Alt and F2. So right from day 1 to last date. So I will keep both the boxes empty so that it will show the report from the day 1 till the last day. So these are the three entries: we purchase goods, then we issued debit note, and then made payment. So closing balance is 0. We have cleared all the outstanding amount. So this is how the purchase order cycle is maintained, or we can say purchase order processing is done. So practice the whole session, check different reports also, and make payment to the creditor. So now we will stop over here. Thank you.